Fat Joe is being accused of lying and exaggerating a story to make himself look good yet again. I feel like at this point, we kind of need one of those buttons or sound effects that's like, again, whenever we talk about Fat Joe, because it's been a recurring theme. We've probably done about a dozen videos documenting people accusing Fat Joe of lying about something. This time around, Fat Joe decided he was going to tell a story on his podcast with Jada because Uncle Murda and Tony Yayo was on the podcast, and Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda was giving props to Pistol Pete and how tough Pistol Pete was. Fat Joe was kind of listening to them, telling him how tough Pistol Pete was, and he wanted to let them know that he was also tough. So he volunteered this story about Young Buck that made him look like a superhuman.
He said, God, nothing ever happened. Like one time I'm coming out the Diamond District, and you know, Pistol Pete was like, he just was like considered the most grimiest. Like, yo, this catch you. He's the jail. He done been up north. He's gonna catch you. Knives, all that. You know, I told you about the Spanish.
Yeah.
Sombrero.
I wrote that in a rhyme recently.
I seen that nigga coming out the district. You know when you know these. You just know when niggas are killers. Like he had two little. These niggas was like 4'1".
They never left the
but
block.
You could tell. I'm like,
yo, it's crazy, man. Like, how old is niggas, man? Niggas is 50s, late 50s, middle 50s, still glorifying street shit, like laughing about it. Like, nigga said he had murders with him. Like, I don't know, man. It's bad, bro. It's bad out here. And you wonder why the kids look the way they look. Look at the people that we used to glorify these motherfuckers. We used to listen to this shit thinking that this was law. I just can't believe, man, like some of my favorite rappers from back in the day, just hearing the way they think, the way they process shit. A lot of the shit I thought was entertainment, to be honest. But Styles P ain't talking like this. You know what I mean? I got to put a knock on Jada for this one, for even laughing and entertaining this shit. It's all negativity, bro. It's all negativity. We not on that type of shit. But let's get back to it.
nah, I had with me too, thank God, but like you could tell it two little niggas he had, they get busy. I could just tell, I could see.
I'll tell you breaking news if I never told nobody or said the story before, but because we saying that I might as well. But you know, I caught Young Buck in that time.
Oh,
I never heard that story.
You know he ain't gonna tell 50 that.
Yeah, call Young Buck.
Tell us the story, because he ain't gonna tell 50.
Man, he got 2-piece legend. Like, yeah, Young Buck, man. That tried to front on me. He said,
Yo, before we even get to this, y'all can see it. Look at Fat Joe's face. Look how excited he is to tell this fucking old ass story that probably happened like 20 years ago. This nigga's giggity, like he's fucking excited to tell to a whole bunch of room of men. Like, I don't know. I just didn't grow up like this shit is not cool to me. And I'm from New York. This shit not fly. Like, I'm not going in a whole room of men and fucking bragging about some shit. 20 years ago at that. Like, this shit is fucking ignorant. This nigga got a family and all of that. This the type of energy you want. You got a whole platform. You're not saying nothing positive. You're not trying to help nobody. You just talking about negative things, violence that you try to take out on other people, black people at that. This nigga's a visitor to our culture. Like, yo, you are Puerto Rican, bro. I don't know, man. I remember when you was saying FBA dudes is broke and all of that. Like, Jada, what are you doing, Jada? We know that this nigga be capping, but let's get back to Fat Joe capping. See what he's talking about.
Bro, I'm telling you. They put hands on Buck. I'm telling you.
Supposed to be no head.
No.
Oh,
all right.
So what
no
happened?
story or you want the story?
I want the story.
I never heard this.
I'm out of So we in Chicago, right? And if you talk about the Pistol Pete little, no, I had the ugly ones with me. Ugly ones with me, right? In Chicago. And so I'm coming off stage. It's like a summer jam, but a winter jam. Right? It was winter, right? So everybody on there, Young Jeezy, Fab, there was a lot of witnesses too. I don't know. They don't never tell my stories when I'm the victor, I never hear the story. You know what I'm saying?
They aren't telling the story because they are not as exciting as when you tell it. Like, for example, the Papoose situation where Cassidy told the story and we finally got to find out exactly what happened from a third party who was there just witnessing everything. Fat Joe told a story of how he walked into Cassidy, like hotel room, told Papoose, do we got a problem? Then he went over to Papoose, began to sock out Papoose, had Papoose in the corner and told Papoose, call me daddy, as he punched Papoose. That was a real story that Fat Joe told. Cassidy told a story, it was completely different, not as exciting. An altercation broke out, a punch here and there between Papoose and Fat Joe. They both got hits in, but nobody was the real victor. Nobody really got punched. You feel me? So Fat Joe, you exaggerate stories and you put some extras on it. This story with Young Buck, I believe he put some extras on it, and somebody who was there just told his side of the story, and he kind of confirmed that Fat Joe put some extras on it.
So I'm getting off the stage, and it's dumb dark, like it's mad dark, and there was somebody up on the second thing. He was like, "Yo, crack, yo, crack." But I just got off stage. I'm ripping it down. Chicago. I'm walking out and says, "Yo, crack, you hear me?" I look up. Oh, it's Young Buck. I got a water bottle in my hand. Fuck out of here. I throw the water bottle up there. I said, come down. Come down.
Damn.
Like, come down.
Damn.
Yo, I'm going crazy. Oh. I don't never get like.
So when he came down.
I don't know. I don't get tested. Like, it's very hard to test me. Yeah, yo, I'm telling you, I'm going.
Come on, man.
I just black out. So I'm waiting for the nigga up there. He got to come down the staircase, right? So I'm losing my mind, right? Like, yo, come there. Come. He had a bunch of with him too, a bunch of Chicago dudes with him, right?
Just a quick warning, Fat Joe is about to proceed to tell a story that makes him look like the biggest gangster, getting active in front of the police. Now, one of the signs that maybe this story didn't happen exactly how Fat Joe said it happened was when Fat Joe said that Young Buck was also talking back and giving rah-rah as he was walking down the stairs or up the stairs. And he would also say that Young Buck had a lot of people with him, a lot of Chicago dudes, but apparently Fat Joe was just so gangster, and who he was with was just a bunch of killers, that everybody that Young Buck was with just sat back and watched Fat Joe violate him and do him dirty.
So the cops come and they form like a barricade. Like there's like 5 cops. They close the staircase so he won't come. He took too long to come down, by the way. Like, when you see it, you ready to tear him up. You down.
Get this.
Yeah. He's taking too long, right? And so when he comes down, he's in the staircase and he's trying to tell me, like, yo, this ain't got nothing to do. But he was just talking crazy. He tested me to see if Fat Joe was. A lot of niggas, they act like.
Yo, so this nigga wants us to believe that Yayo, my bad, not Yayo, Young Buck was with all these Chicago goons. Fat Joe was only with a couple people. But yet when he came down, he's trying to cop a plea. He not tough the way he was tough when he was up there. Shit don't make any, it's not adding up, bro. Let's get back to it. See if his story starts adding up.
You sure he just wasn't saying what up? Like he said what up?
Hell no. It was at the height of the beef.
Oh.
So he's in this.
For the young people that don't know, 50 Cent, G Unit, Fat Joe, Terror Squad, Jadakiss, D Block, and then Ja Rule, Murda Inc. They all had beef. Well, 50 Cent started beef with them because Fat Joe and Jadakiss got on a song with Ja Rule called New York. So that's where the beef stemmed from. So basically back in the day, if you had beef with one person in a unit and one person in the crew, you had beef with everybody. So it was on site whenever somebody sees you. So that's how they ended up having some issues and all of that. So this all was stirred up from 50 Cent just deciding, like, you know what? Fuck all these niggas. Anybody that gets next to Ja Rule, we setting on them. Talk about it.
Staircase, yo, I wasn't this and that, but he poked his head out just 1 second over the cops thing. What the? Like,
what he do?
Even the barber hit him.
So what he do?
Even the barber hit him?
He hit us with the mop bag. Yo, it wasn't like that. This, that.
I believe that Fat Joe just told his story with a straight face. Fat Joe wants us to believe that Young Buck was behind a police barricade. And when Young Buck stuck his head over the barricade for a split second, Fat Joe and the other 400-pound Puerto Ricans that he was with was able to activate the 8 inner gates like Rock Lee and give him a combo so vicious that Young Buck got hit at least like 8 or 9 times.
Yo, my nigga said the other 400-pound Puerto Ricans. No cap, though. Fat Joe was around a lot of he was around a lot of fat Puerto Ricans. I don't know how many. I don't think they all was fat. I think maybe just him, Big Pun, and a couple other dudes, but that's just funny, bro. Like, just to imagine that. But Big Pun got busy, so we can't take that away. But I think this was way after Big Pun, so I don't really know who he was around. I think Terror Squad, they kind of split up by this time. You know what I'm saying? But it sounds really unbelievable that this nigga's just standing there, stuck his head out, and then you just bang, 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 just fuck this nigga up real quick. Like you was that fast and on it. You're funny.
They must have had some ninjutsu with them, bro. They must have had some powerful ninjutsu that they're able to hit Young Buck that many times in a split second, and they are all 400-pound Puerto Ricans. Man, come on, bro. And even if, let's just say they were able to get the hits off. The police that was barricading and protecting Young Buck, they didn't do nothing. The men that was with Young Buck, the Chicago dudes who was with Young Buck, because he had a lot of people with him, they didn't do nothing. Young Buck got hit 8 times, and Young Buck said, "Oh, come on, bro, it's not even like that, man." While he had a crew with him and the police in front of him. All right, bro.
Damn. Then we jump. I tell you, I had that was
Just
the
sad.
I had the ugly.
He said, "My bad. I'm just thinking little lines again."
No, I'm just telling you, it was like this. Yo, it happened.
I never heard the story.
Yo, I think I figured it out. I think I figured out what Fat Joe does. He attacks people that really don't got a platform or a voice to really attack him back. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, he not going to go against someone that's as popular or more popular than him, because it's going to be easy for them to just kill whatever you saying and just prove the shit you saying is not real. And they might give you a hard time in the industry and all of that shit. You know what I mean? But it seems like because Young Buck is lower than Fat Joe, he can't really, and he's kind of, G-Unit no longer fucks with him. Like 50 Cent no longer rocks with him. I think over the trainee allegations. And probably other shit. I think he owes money, all that type of shit. But because they don't have the leverage and they don't have the platform or the voice, it's kind of like, yo, I could use this as entertainment, kind of tell a little bit of the truth, most of the truth, and then throw some bullshit in there that make me look, you know what I mean? Make me look good. I think these dudes, I don't know, they might be learning from these young kids that be in the content game. Because it's a lot of people that be fucking lying, man. It's a lot of lying going on, but it's always been a lot of lying going on. So this is not new. It's new to y'all. But people that been in the music industry like me, a whole bunch of these motherfuckers is habitual liars. Like all they do is make shit up and do whatever is favorable for them. Like that's how this industry works. Hollywood, the music industry, like all of that shit. It's a lot of fake ass, fraud ass niggas that act one way. But when you see them and you meet them in person, it'd be like, this nigga is not like that. Not like that. But it's nothing you could do because they done built this image. You can't really touch them. They got security, whole 9 yards and all of that. You know what I'm saying? And then everybody around them be dick riders because they got bread. So they can really help people's situation out. They might not, but they could. So, you know, that's what I get from this situation right here. It's like a lot of these niggas is running to the podcast game, and I ain't mad at it, but keep it a buck. But y'all can't keep it a buck because some of y'all ain't never kept it a buck.
It's the first time.
I'm telling you the truth.
That's great. Not believe
a lot
you.
of stories we never heard. He
don't want to come up here.
he can't come up here anyway. Why? Because he down with the movement no more. He can't come up here.
What did I just say? I just said that shit. I just called that shit. He not down with the movement no more. This nigga attacked him because of that. Because of that. He not down with G-Unit no more. This nigga ain't nobody. So now I can say whatever I want to, and I know there's nothing he could do.
Say his what he gonna say? I tell him in his face. Come on, Jada, you with the
Listen,
woman.
That joke is visibly frustrated that Jada is kind of making fun of the story, because Fat Joe wants to be taken seriously. He wants for Jada to be like, "Oh my God, Joe, you hit him 8 times. Oh my God!" And he just said, "Oh, come on, bro. I just want to be friends." And it's not even like that. Oh my God, they were terrified of you in your heyday, sir. He went for Tony Yayo and Uncle Murda to say, "Oh my God, Joe, you're more gangster than Pistol Pete. Oh my, Pistol Pete would never do this. Oh my God, you're." All right. So somebody
Maybe
who was
not
there,
more
apparently
gangster.
one of the DJs there that night, he came out to tell the story of what he states apparently happened or allegedly happened. And here's what he has to say.
Hey, yo, what up? Hey, look, I'm DJ Don Juan, right? I was Young Buck's DJ from 2006 to like 2008. And yesterday I'm wondering why I'm seeing, this post about Fat Joe and this 2-piece biscuit. And so I finally stopped and watched it today, and look, man, the majority of people I know that Joe is a percentage-wise cap. There's always like something and then there's something. And it is what it is. I don't personally know Joe. I know cats that do. It is what it is. I'm not hating on podcasts. I'm a huge fan of Jadakiss, you know what I'm saying? The whole joint. You see how he just kind of put the pillow over. Look, man, I love entertainment, but I was actually there at that Chicago show. And it was a lot of people. Yes. And we were up on a top tier. And I was specifically watching this. I'm not the goon. I'm the DJ. So I'm watching everything from like everybody's in front of me and I'm right there, right? I see this. I'm right there at that tunnel that comes down. What Joe is lying at is Joe pulled up at the bottom of that tunnel with 4 cops with him. Like they were surrounding him. Like there was already a tension in the air that the beef was going on and that Buck was going to be there. And Joe was moving around the whole time with police.
Listen, man, for some reason, that just sounds more believable, bro. All right. Police spawning out of nowhere because they see Fat Joe going crazy, beating his head.
I'll be honest though, man. Fat Joe, whether them shits is true or not, most likely they not true at all. It's all bullshit made up or shit pieced together. And then his creativity. I don't know why he wasn't able to use that creativity that he has if he's making up a lot of these shits. Why he couldn't do that on his music? Because his music was just average at best. I don't think he's ever been mentioned as anyone's top fucking 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, or 70. You know what I'm saying? Especially not in New York. Like, I don't think a nigga's ever been on the top. Nothing. Not for me. I don't know. I don't even remember a Joe. I don't know a Fat Joe fucking line, or I can't remember a whole verse other than some shit that he did with Big Pun. Like that was just like Big Pun killed this shit. I just happen to remember this shit because this was like super classic. You know what I mean? But other than that, nah, we ain't jacking Fat Joe Pauls. That shit is just whatever. Lean back, all the way up, Crack House. All them shits it was a couple joints he had that was cool, that was crazy, but not because of him. Like, it was never like, yo, this nigga's wilding on this shit. I heard Young Buck's song too, by the way. Young Buck's song, the response sounded pretty detailed, and he did that shit quick. Like, he got right back at him. You know what I'm saying? So I'm leaning towards believing Young Buck. Fat Joe be sounding like, he be sounding like a movie when he be talking. And we all know people like that. We all grew up and seen people that could tell immaculate stories, crazy ass stories, super detailed. There's a lot of people that are talented in certain ways like that. And, to get to the money like he got to the money, I'm sure that was like a skill that he needed. Everybody can't do that. So I don't knock the nigga. He's entertaining. He's funny. But I'm never going to take the nigga serious or, watching Jadakiss's response, like he said, it just shows you like, yo, this shit is probably all cap, man. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all thoughts is. Make sure y'all like, make sure y'all subscribe. Cop that NDL merch, man. Cop the NDL merch. Hit the Cash App. Young Niss. Peace and blessings, y'all. We'll be back soon. Make sure y'all go get y'all NDL hoodie, man. Get all y'all NDL apparel. I'm gonna drop the link. Y'all see the joint right here. We got the good maroon joint. You see the established 2014 for y'all that know. Numbers don't lie.